forward positions in eastern Ukraine along 30-kilometer sector of front line. Russian forces occupying defensive positions facing Ukrainian-controlled territory. Temperature -10°C with intermittent snow, creating challenging conditions for both sides. Russian brigade-level formation consisting of approximately 3,000 soldiers organized into multiple battalion task groups held positions along sector. Ukrainian forces controlled opposite side of contact line, maintaining pressure through reconnaissance, artillery fire and targeted operations. Ukrainian military intelligence identified opportunity for high-value targeting operation. Russian officers commanding forward units were vulnerable to sniper fire. Positions required officers to move between units, conduct inspections, coordinate operations, communicate via radio. Each activity created exposure window, enabling Ukrainian marksmen to identify and engage targets. Intelligence collection over preceding 2 weeks had mapped Russian command structure, identifying battalion commanders, company commanders, staff officers, and their typical movement patterns and positions. 4 Ukrainian sniper teams were tasked with systematic elimination of Russian officer corps across sector. Each team consisted of 2 personnel, sniper and spotter, working in paired coordination. Teams were equipped with precision rifles chambered for 7.62 51mm NATO or 338 Lapua Magnum, advanced optics including thermal imaging sights, enabling target identification at extended ranges, laser rangefinders for precise distance measurement, ballistic computers calculating firing solutions, and secure communications for coordination with intelligence sources and drone operators. Poll: what makes officer more vulnerable to snipers than regular soldiers? A. Different uniform. B. Different behavior patterns. C. Radio usage revealing position. Comment your answer. 7 days after Ukrainian sniper operation commenced, Russian brigade command structure would be devastated. 23 Russian officers killed by Ukrainian precision fire, including 1 full colonel commanding brigade elements, 4 lieutenant colonels commanding battalions, 11 captains commanding companies, 7 lieutenants in various positions. Russian brigade operations would be severely degraded by loss of experienced commanders. Units operating without proper leadership, junior officers thrust into positions beyond experience level, command decisions delayed or poorly executed. Total cost to Russian forces: $18 million, including officer training investment, death benefits, replacement training, and operational effectiveness degradation from leadership void. Ukrainian operation cost approximately $8,450 in ammunition and operational expenses, demonstrating extraordinary return on investment ratio of 2,130 to 1. This happened during past week of operations. Russian forces continue struggling with officer shortage, affecting combat effectiveness. Tactical implications of Ukrainian sniper operations targeting Russian leadership continue influencing how Russian officers operate. Increased caution, reduced forward presence, reluctance to accept command positions. This is what occurred during those 7 days when Ukrainian marksmen systematically destroyed Russian command capability, when precision targeting proved more valuable than area fires, when killing 23 specific individuals created strategic impact. Sniper operations represent precision application of lethal force, engaging specific high-value targets rather than engaging enemy forces generally. Modern military snipers operate as intelligence-driven precision strike assets, receiving targeting information from various sources, conducting patient observation, engaging when optimal conditions exist. Successful sniping requires extensive training in marksmanship, fieldcraft, target identification, ballistic calculation, and tactical employment. Ukrainian forces had developed sophisticated sniper capabilities through years of conflict experience and Western training support. Russian officer corps represented high-value targets for multiple reasons. Officers commanded units and made tactical decisions. Eliminating commanders degraded unit effectiveness and created confusion. Officer training required years and substantial investment. Each killed officer represented irreplaceable loss of experience and institutional knowledge. Officer casualties created psychological impact. Remaining officers became fearful, affecting decision-making. Potential officers avoided positions knowing vulnerability. Systematic officer targeting created cumulative strategic effect exceeding tactical impact of individual kills. Ukrainian sniper operation planning began 2 weeks before first shot. Intelligence collection phase identified Russian units, mapped command positions, determined officer identities and routines. Ukrainian military intelligence used multiple sources, signals intelligence intercepting Russian radio communications, revealing command locations and identities, drone reconnaissance, observing Russian positions, identifying command vehicles and officer movement patterns. Human intelligence from local population reporting Russian officer activities. Electronic intelligence detecting Russian command post emissions. 4 Ukrainian sniper teams were selected from special operations and reconnaissance units. Teams had extensive combat experience, average 3 years operational time in conflict zone. Snipers were highly trained marksmen, qualified with precision rifles at ranges exceeding 1,000 meters, experienced in field operations including camouflage and concealment, proficient with advanced optics and ballistic calculation. Teams were assigned sectors, each team responsible for portion of 30-kilometer front, enabling comprehensive coverage. Debate starter: is targeting enemy officers a legitimate tactic or assassination? International law says officers are lawful targets, but debate continues. Type legitimate or problematic. Day 1 operation commenced at 0600 hours, with Ukrainian Sniper Team 1 establishing position overlooking Russian battalion command post area. Team had infiltrated 2 kilometers behind Ukrainian lines during darkness, occupied concealed position in abandoned farm building, providing excellent observation of Russian positions 800 meters distant. Position selection was critical. Building provided protection from elements, firing positions with clear sight lines, concealment from Russian observation, multiple egress routes if position was compromised. Ukrainian spotter using high magnification optics observed Russian positions throughout morning, identifying patterns of activity. At 0930, spotter identified Russian officer, battalion commander based on uniform details visible through optic. Behavior patterns showing authority over other soldiers. Vehicle type consistent with command function. Spotter confirmed target identity, cross-referencing with intelligence photographs of known Russian commanders. Target was positively identified as Russian Major Commanding Forward Battalion. Ukrainian sniper prepared firing solution. Range 840 meters, measured by laser rangefinder. Wind speed 6 meters per second from left, measured by portable anemometer. Temperature -9 Celsius. Target moving slowly, inspecting defensive positions. Ballistic computer calculated firing solution accounting for all environmental factors. Sniper chambered match-grade ammunition, adjusted scope elevation and windage, controlled breathing, waited for optimal moment when Russian major paused movement. Shot was fired at 0947. Time of flight approximately 1.1 seconds. Round struck Russian major in upper torso, creating immediately fatal wound. Russian soldiers nearby reacted with confusion. No sound from suppressed rifle revealed Ukrainian sniper position. Distance prevented immediate identification of shooter location. Russian major died within seconds, killed instantly by precision shot from Ukrainian marksman. Ukrainian sniper team immediately displaced from firing position following standard counter-sniper procedures. Remaining in position after shot invited Russian retaliation fire. Team moved 300 meters to alternate position prepared earlier. Russian forces conducted search for sniper but found nothing. Firing position was already abandoned. Shell casing was collected, preventing forensic analysis. Team was concealed in new position. Day 2 through day 7 continued systematic pattern. Ukrainian sniper teams rotated positions, observed Russian units, identified officers, engaged when conditions permitted. Not every day produced kills. Some days Russian officers remained in protected positions. Weather conditions prevented accurate shooting. Other factors prevented engagement. But over 7 days, 23 opportunities occurred, and Ukrainian snipers executed 23 successful engagements. Longest shot during operation was Ukrainian Team 3 engaging Russian Lieutenant Colonel at 1,400 meters. Extreme range requiring exceptional marksmanship and perfect ballistic calculation. Ukrainian sniper using .338 Lapua Magnum rifle achieved hit despite distance, killing Russian battalion commander who was observing forward positions through binoculars. Shot demonstrated capability of Ukrainian snipers to engage at ranges Russian forces considered safe. Quiz: what's effective range of trained military sniper with modern rifle? A. 500 meters. B. 1,000 meters. C. 1,500 plus meters. Answer at minute 15. Russian forces attempted countermeasures against Ukrainian sniper threat. Officers removed rank insignia attempting to blend with enlisted soldiers. Ukrainian intelligence could still identify through behavior and position. Russian commanders reduced forward presence, staying in protected command posts, degrading their ability to effectively command units requiring personal observation. Russian forces employed counter-sniper teams attempting to locate Ukrainian shooters, achieved no success against well-trained Ukrainian teams using proper fieldcraft and displacement procedures. Most psychologically damaging kill occurred day 5 when Ukrainian Sniper Team 4 eliminated Russian full colonel commanding brigade elements. Colonel was visiting forward battalion conducting command inspection. Highly experienced officer with 28 years service. Ukrainian intelligence had tracked his movement to forward area through intercepted communications. Sniper team was positioned in advance along likely route. When Russian colonel exited command vehicle at battalion position, Ukrainian sniper engaged at 960 meters, achieving immediate kill. Death of Russian colonel created command crisis in brigade. Colonel was irreplaceable. Combination of experience, institutional knowledge, relationships with subordinate commanders. Replacement required bringing officer from rear areas unfamiliar with current tactical situation. Brigade operations were disrupted for 72 hours during command transition. Remaining Russian officers became extremely cautious, affecting their ability to effectively command forward units. By day 7, Russian brigade was experiencing severe command shortage. 23 officers killed from original complement of approximately 90 officers at battalion level and above. 25% loss rate, devastating to command structure. Junior officers had been promoted to fill positions but lacked experience for responsibilities. Russian captain with 3 years service found himself commanding battalion, normally led by lieutenant colonel with 15 years experience. Results were predictable: hesitant decisions, poor tactical judgment, inability to coordinate complex operations. Russian soldiers in forward positions reported loss of confidence in leadership. Soldiers knew their officers were being systematically killed by Ukrainian snipers, creating perception that being near officer was dangerous. Some Russian soldiers avoided proximity to commanders to reduce personal risk from Ukrainian fire. Officer-enlisted relationship became strained, affecting unit cohesion and morale. Ukrainian sniper teams extracted successfully after 7-day operation. All 4 teams returned to Ukrainian lines without casualties, having accomplished mission objectives. Teams had fired 23 shots, achieving 23 kills, a perfect hit ratio demonstrating exceptional marksmanship and shot discipline. Each Ukrainian sniper averaged less than 6 shots during week-long operation, reflecting careful target selection and patience, waiting for optimal engagement opportunities. Here's the financial breakdown of 7 days where Ukrainian marksmen destroyed Russian command. Economic analysis revealed substantial cost concentrated in officer training investment losses. Russian military officer training required 5 to 8 years depending on rank and specialty. Junior lieutenant required 5 years, 4 years military academy plus 1-year unit training, costing approximately $120,000. Senior lieutenant and captain required 6 years additional specialized training. Total cost, $150,000. Major required 7 years, $180,000. Lieutenant colonel required 8 years including command courses, $220,000. Full colonel required extensive career development, estimated $280,000 total training investment. 23 Russian officers killed included training investment breakdown. 1 colonel at $280,000, 4 lieutenant colonels at $220,000 each totaling $880,000. 11 captains at $150,000, each totaling $1,650,000. 7 lieutenants at $120,000, each totaling $840,000. Combined training investment, $3,650,000 lost. Death benefits paid to Russian officer families averaged $50,000 per killed officer. Military regulations required higher benefits for officers than enlisted. 23 officers killed totaled $1,150,000 immediate government obligations. Replacement training costs were substantial. 23 replacement officers required accelerated training and assignment to fill positions. Accelerated training cost more than normal programs, approximately 40% premium for compression. Estimated replacement training, $1,400,000 total. Operational effectiveness. Degradation from leadership void created largest cost component. Russian brigade with depleted officer corps operated at estimated 65% normal effectiveness. Lacking experienced commanders for complex operations, suffering delayed decisions, experiencing coordination problems. During 7-day period and following 2 weeks of recovery, brigade failed 3 planned operations directly attributable to leadership problems. Failed operations cost estimated $12,700,000 in wasted resources, failed objectives, and strategic opportunity costs. Combined Russian losses, $18,100,000, including training investment, death benefits, replacement training, and operational failures. Ukrainian sniper operation costs were remarkably modest. 4 sniper teams operating 7 days consumed approximately 23 rounds of match-grade precision ammunition. Cost per round varied by caliber, 7.62 NATO match ammunition, approximately $150 per round. 338 La Pure Magnum, approximately $250 per round. Estimated total ammunition expenditure, $4,600. Operational costs included team insertion and extraction. Vehicle transport and support personnel time, estimated $2,000. Intelligence support including drone operations and communications, estimated $1,500. Logistical support including food, equipment maintenance, miscellaneous, estimated $350. Total Ukrainian operation cost, $8,450, achieving $18,100,000 Russian loss. Return on investment, 2,130 to 1, demonstrating extraordinary cost-effectiveness of precision targeting against high-value personnel. Strategic implications extended beyond single brigade. Russian military command recognized systematic Ukrainian targeting of officers created force-wide vulnerability. Countermeasures were implemented. Officers forbidden from wearing rank insignia in forward areas. Command vehicles camouflaged to prevent identification. Radio procedures modified to prevent revealing command locations through communications patterns. Rotation schedules randomized to prevent Ukrainian intelligence from predicting officer movements. These countermeasures degraded Russian command effectiveness even without Ukrainian sniper action. Officers unable to display rank insignia faced recognition problems from own soldiers. Camouflaged command vehicles were harder for commanders to locate, creating coordination delays. Modified radio procedures slowed information flow. Randomized schedules disrupted unit routines. Security measures necessary to protect against Ukrainian snipers created friction in Russian operations. Recruitment for Russian officer positions became difficult. Junior officers eligible for promotion to company and battalion command positions were reluctant to accept, knowing Ukrainian snipers specifically targeted officers. Some officers requested transfer to rear area positions or resigned commissions rather than serve in forward areas. This reluctance degraded Russian ability to fill command positions with qualified personnel. Ukrainian sniper operations demonstrated evolution of precision targeting. Rather than engaging enemy forces generally attempting to create casualties through volume, Ukrainian forces precisely eliminated specific individuals, creating disproportionate impact. 23 killed officers degraded Russian brigade more than 200 killed soldiers would have. Because officers were irreplaceable specialists whose loss created cascading failures across organization. International military observers noted Ukrainian sniper tactics as effective implementation of targeting philosophy, identifying and eliminating enemy capabilities that were vulnerable, valuable, and vital. Russian officers met all 3 criteria: vulnerable to precision fire due to exposure requirements, valuable due to training investment, vital because their loss degraded unit capabilities. Systematic application of this targeting approach created strategic effects through tactical actions. This is Ukrainian sniper warfare, where 4 teams kill 23 Russian officers in 7 days. Where $8,000 in ammunition destroys $18 million in enemy command. Where precision beats mass. Ukrainian marksmen proved that killing right targets matters more than killing many targets. Russian brigade learned that Ukrainian snipers are always watching. How should Russian forces protect officers from Ukrainian sniper threat? Comment your defensive strategy.